Welcome, Rivals, to episode 6 of Rivals Redux, the podcast taking you behind the stories inspiring Marvel games and NetEasy's Marvel Rivals. I'm your host, Matt, and today I'm not going to lie, I'm pretty much going to be flying solo. I haven't been able to pull up Jarvis tonight. I tried a couple hard reboots, did Control-Alt-Delete, and all that fun stuff, but it's not responding, so might just be hearing me tonight. Let me turn his server off and try and boot it up again later. Alright, now I guess we wait. Anyway, this is the show where we will dive headfirst into comics, novels, and all stories Marvel Rivals has, is, and may draw upon to add to the world of the time stream entanglement. For more information on our main show, Rivals Assemble, you can head over to rivalsassemble.com for more links and information. Join our Patreon and become a true believer for exclusive access to MCU recap, solo shows from each of the show's main hosts, and much more. You can also drop a review on Apple or on Spotify, and also leave comments on Spotify for us to read and respond to. Also, feel free to shoot us an email at pod@rivalsassemble.com with any questions or comments. Now, this week is a little different. I know last time we were here together and all 10 of you were listening to this show, we talked about White Fox, and I previewed that we'd be doing another episode on White Fox. Well, then we got early access to the Black Cat build when Season 7.5 dropped for Rivals. So things are going to be a little bit out of order. What we're going to do this week is talk about Black Cat, Felicia Hardy, and then 2 weeks from now, because we're getting Season 8 in just a couple weeks, guys. It's crazy the pace at which this game is moving. We're going to do a combined episode, wrapping up some more titles on both White Fox and Black Cat. Okay? Well, I guess that's all the laundry business we have to take care of now. So let's go ahead and head on into the first segment, the pool box. Now, the pool box is where I tell you what is hitting store shelves comics-wise, either this week and the next week coming up. Or in the case of today, we have some very breaking news to talk about. Yes, Free Comic Book Day is coming up, friends. That is always the first Saturday in May. So this year it is Saturday, May 2nd. And just like the name says, free comic books are available. So what you can do is go to www.freecomicbookday.com, put in your postal code, and it will show you shops near you that are participating. What usually happens is there is a list of books that comic publishers come up with that they're fine with putting out for free. Sometimes it is a reprint, sometimes it is a smaller issue, so less pages, but most shops will offer those for free to anyone as a means of getting more traffic in the store. That does not mean that every book on the shelf is free. That if you walk in and say, hey, I want this for free, they're not going to do that. So don't expect to go in and, get Batman the Killing Joke for free. What you can do, however, is check with your local shop and see if they're running any sales. Like my local shop last year, they did special discounts on trade paperbacks, and then on issues a certain amount old, they did X amount off, and then if they were older than that, they did even more off. So, based on what they want to move, they'll be possibly discounting other items in the store. Now, not every shop is big and bad and can take that big a hit in terms of sales, so you might go in and they might not have anything else discounted. In which case, we invite you to still be a good shop patron and explore what is available, because the lifeblood of comics is these local shops. So again, freecomicbookday.com, go check it out and see what is happening in your area. Now, I know we have a lot of international listeners as well. Sometimes shops overseas do participate. This is predominantly a North American thing. But during my research, I couldn't find a centralized location to see if there was like an international database of shops that are participating. So if you are overseas and either Europe, Asia, Australia, beyond, and you're listening to the show, drop us a message. Let us know if you know of shops in your area that are participating in Free Comic Book Day. There's also one in October, kind of smaller. It's kind of like Halloween Comic Book Day. It's a little different, but don't worry. We'll get there when we get there. Anyways, let's move forward with talking about new releases for this week, which was New Comic Book Day for April 22nd, 2026. Hitting shelves was Amazing Spider-Man Spider-Versity, number 1, Captain America, number 9, Cyclops, number 3, Hulk Smash Everything, number 5, Infernal Hulk, number 6, Mark Spector Moon Knight, number 3, Marvel DC Spider-Man Superman, number 1, Rogue, number 4, Sentry, number 2, Sorcerer Supreme, number 5, Spider-Man Noir Facsimile Edition, number 1, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge Echoes of the Empire, number 1, The Amazing Spider-Man, number 27, Wade Wilson Deadpool, number 3, and Wolverine, number 19. Hitting Marvel Unlimited this week was Miles Morales Spider-Man, Brooklyn's Finest Infinity Comic. Also, Amazing Spider-Man Torn, number 4, Avengers, number 34, Battle World, number 5, Black Cat, number 6, Doctor Strange, number 2, Dungeons of Doom, number 1, Null, number 1, Logan, Black, White, and Blood, number 1, Luna Snow World Tour, number 1, Psy, Dimensional Rivals, number 1, Spirits of Violence, number 4, Star Wars Legacy of Vader, number 12, Ultimates, number 20, Uncanny X-Men, number 22, and the X-Men Infinity Comic, number 14. Finally, for this week, the new collections that came out. We have Mortal Thor, Volume 1, No Gods, No Masters, trade paperback. Star Wars, The High Republic, Phase 3, Trials of the Jedi, Omnibus. Wow, this is a name. I did not look at this beforehand. Kamen Coley cover, which is a direct market variant. Star Wars The High Republic Phase 3, same omnibus, Phil Noto cover, which I assume is the main cover. Both of those are sick. Star Wars The Mandalorian Seasons 1 and 2, trade paperback. So basically, they turned the show into a comic, which retells the show and release that as a comic. So if you've seen the show and you don't care about the comic, don't worry. Ultimate Fantastic Four Omnibus, Volume 2, the Pascal Ferry Silver Surfer cover. You also have a direct market cover by Pajot, with Thanos on the front. Same artist. And then Ultimate X-Men Epic Collection World Tour trade paperback. All right. And for next week, New Comic Book Day, April 29th. Hitting shelves. Alien, Predator, and Planet of the Apes, number 1. Amazing Spider-Man 1000, Queen in Black, number 1. Armageddon, X-Men, number 1. Spidey and His Amazing Friends, number 1. And all 4 of those are actually specifically being released for New Comic Book Day. So those are titles that will include either previews of books, they are reprints of books, and they'll have the little badge on it that says Free Comic Book Day on it. So when you go into your local shop, you should see that. But hitting shelves on Wednesday, Captain America number 10, Deadly Hands of Kunlun number 3, Dune 2099, Rage of Doom number 1, Generation X23 number 3, Jubilee Deadly Reunion number 1, Planet She-Hulk number 6, Predator Bloodshed number 3, Punisher number 3, Ultimates number 23, Uncanny X-Men 27, Wiccan Witches Road number 5, Wolverine, Weapons of Armageddon, number 3, and Wonder Man, number 2. Also coming to Marvel Unlimited, Alien vs. Captain America, number 3, Black Panther, Intergalactic, number 2, Captain America, number 6, The Civil War Facsimile Edition, number 6, Daredevil Punisher, The Devil's Trigger, number 3, Fantastic Four, number 7, Hulk, Smash Everything, number 2, Inglorious X-Force, number 1, Mortal Thor, number 6, New Avengers, number 8, Planet She-Hulk, number 3, Psylocke Ninja, number 1, Rogue, number 1, Spider-Man and Wolverine, number 9, Spider-Man 94, number 5, Star Wars, number 9, The Amazing Spider-Man, number 20, Ultimate Black Panther, number 24, Wiccan, Witch's Road, number 2. That's a tongue twister, y'all. X-Men, number 24, and X-Men of Apocalypse, number 2. And finally, the new collections, that's the word, coming out next week. The Amazing Spider-Man Modern Era Epic Collection, Sins Past, trade paperback. Predator Kills the Marvel Universe, trade paperback. Star Wars Han Solo Hunt for the Falcon, trade paperback. And Uncle Scrooge Earth's Mightiest Duck, trade paperback. I think this is when he gets like the Infinity Gauntlet or whatever. They've been going crazy with that title. But yeah, those are all the new books coming out this week and next week. Please shoot us a message. Let us know what you're reading, what you are picking up. And are you reading online? Are you reading physically? Very interested. If you do want to read online, I highly recommend Marvel Unlimited. All the hosts here at the show use it. No, we do not get sponsored for it. It would be fun if we did. But yeah, there is, I believe, a promo code for it if you look online, out to do with the Daredevil Born Again series. So look that up. You can also do a free trial for a week and read a lot of comics on there. But let's go ahead and head into our next section, Greatest Hits. All right, so today we are talking about Black Cat, whose alter ego is Felicia Hardy in the world of Spider-Man. Black Cat was created by Marv Wolfman and Dave Cockrum, first appearing in The Amazing Spider-Man number 194 from July 1979. And this is a character I have a very fond attachment to, not because of comics, not because of anything else other than the 1990s Spider-Man animated series, which is a very different version of Felicia Hardy than we are introduced to in comics. So she's comes from a well-to-do family. A father is a notorious thief, I guess. Think highbrow, fancy, not common thief or thug, but a very highbrow, classy guy who only steals the best. Basically inspires his daughter who wants to become like him. And yeah. And you know what? I figured I only get him on the line during the intro, so it might be nice to actually have a good back and forth with Jarvis about comics. You know, the guy knows everything. So Jarvis, what are you thinking about these Black Cat issues we read? Hello? Jarvis? uh Okay, well, we agreed that we were going to read these together. Not going to lie, it's kind of rude. I don't know why he's being quiet all of a sudden. Let me see if I can get somebody else on the line, maybe. Hey, Neil. Yeah, it's Matt. Do you have a couple minutes? You want to talk about some Black Cat comics? Yeah, just hop in the voice chat. Okay, sick. All right, see you in a minute. Bye. Okay, cool. Yeah, we're just gonna get Neil plugged in, and yeah, he's gonna make his live debut on the show. So, oh, here he is coming up now. Neil, how's it going, man? Thanks for jumping in so last minute.
Hello, hello? Is this thing on? Is this thing
Yes,
on here?
yes, yes. We got you loud and clear, man.
I got the call. I was waiting, coach. I'd hope you put me in.
Well, I usually record at 3 a.m. So, I'm surprised you're up at this hour. I know you've got a regular person job, so hope that it's not going to be crazy for you
Anytime for you, my
tomorrow.
friend.
Well, thank you so much. But Neil, yeah, we're going to talk about these Black Cat comics that we read. How
Meow.
are you feeling about the assignment that I gave out to everybody?
I have to say, it was a tough start. It was slow going, pretty. I usually get my reading in once I get all the kids to bed, so I'm starting to wind down for the day and just waiting for them to fall asleep so they don't scream if I, leave and go do something else. So now I am standing in a place in the hall where my son can see me from his room and my daughter can see me from her room, and I just stand there and I read now. That's how it goes.
Really? And you just
Yes.
see like these beady eyes staring out at you
Yeah,
from the
yeah. And
darkness,
they're
just like
fine. They're fine if they can see me. Yeah. And I'm like, "Are they sleeping? I don't know, because I can't really see.
that's
It's dark and stuff in
crazy.
there." So that is my new normal, every day, putting the kids to bed and doing my reading. Um, so it was nice to kind of come off novels. I've been reading a lot of novels to start off the year, so throwing some comic books in there, and this got me to right now. Marvel Unlimited has the special $2 deal for a month. I think you put in the code Born Again or Born Again 2 or something. Look that up. I think it's good. If you're listening to this now, you should have time, like recently from when it dropped, because it might be the end of April. So I did that. I got spent my $2, and now I'm on Marvel Unlimited because finding the issues in different trades and stuff like that was, a little extra work I didn't want to do. So
Yeah.
if I can get it for $2, that's what I'm going to do. And I did that. And yeah, as I said, slow start. The older comics for me are harder to read. Um,
Yeah.
uh, I'm sure that's not just me, but it's very texty and not as much, the flow stops if you're on one page for a lot longer than I'm used to when reading comics. So, as with the other characters, we kind of move through time, and by the time we hit the third or fourth issue, it's like, okay, yeah, these are the comics I'm used to.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of like non-committal uh posing, if that makes sense, since there's not a lot of action. They're just kind of
Yeah.
like always in a I'm in the middle of movement, not really sure what I'm doing, so they
Or
don't really have to commit to something, I guess.
or sometimes they
Um,
do. It's like one panel and you see like three or four poses of how they got there. Like I just did a
yeah.
back. You see that?
Yeah, or
Instead of
and
four
it's like
separate panels.
that translucent, like, kind of background of them
Yeah.
doing it, and you're like, you coulda just said, I don't know. But yeah, well, let's dive into this first book. We read Amazing Spider-Man. Um, I don't remember which volume this is, but it's the 1979 volume number
Oh,
194. And this is Never Let the Black Cat Cross Your Path. So this is the first in comic appearance of Black Cat proper.
I see from the cover on this, yes, this is Black Cat. Like her costume has not changed much. And it's Spider-Man too, right? Like they didn't change much in the X number of years from when this came, right? Like maybe you have some alternate costumes or something, but it's classic. It's the black, it's got the fur, she's got the white hair? Is it
Yeah.
usually white? Um
Yeah. Her, uh,
and
it
then the black
kind
around the
of,
eyes, right?
yeah,
The
it
Kuni
it
mask.
kind of goes back and forth. Felicia Hardy, kind of like has blonde hair, but then sometimes when she's portrayed, it's so blonde that it's like almost white.
Okay.
And then sometimes like, oh, this is a wig, or
Mm.
sometimes like in the animated series, when she activated her, she's basically a super soldier in the
Okay.
animated series. And so she like activates her powers and she grows like a foot and a half. Like
Okay.
it's roided out and her hair turns white. So
So does she go into non-hero form? It's like,
she like
uh,
shrinks.
yeah, yeah. Or is that just once she gets the serum, she activates them? Like a
It's
one-time
like
thing.
her transformation sequence to
Okay.
become Black Cat.
Alright.
Because, what was 90s animation without a superhero transformation sequence?
Right.
Like there was a Avengers Assemble was like the first
Yes.
Avengers cartoon that I watched on Fox Kids, and they had like a suit up sequence where like
Okay.
Ant-Man would hit an emblem on his chest and like the Iron Man suit would like like surround him, the
Yeah.
helmet would lower and he'd pose, and then everyone would do it, even like Hawkeye, who would just like put a quiver on his back and a pair of
Yeah.
sunglasses. Everybody had to have a transformation sequence. But
Yeah, that's cool.
not in the comic here. We start off with Black Cat on a high wire, literally above the city. And this, like you were saying, it's so text dense. This is like the age of
Yeah.
comics where it's like they're going to tell us, not show us. Where we all know good storytelling is show me, don't tell me.
Okay.
Um,
We
so
all
it's
know
like
that.
it's as she's jumping through the rooftops and doing all this stuff, it's all of these thoughts she has.
Right.
And she finds her way, breaks into the where does she break into?
Police station?
The
Or 'cause she
yes,
steals files about, some, I think,
some
criminals.
baddies, some alleged criminals. We don't know if they are convicted. We that won't hold up in a court of law. But yes, she sneaks in, makes some catty notes on their organization and how it's very easy to find what she needs. I guess scouts out the locations of these people, throws the files away as she's flying through the city. I thought that was odd.
Yeah.
Um, and
Well,
then
she
basically,
remembered it all now, so she doesn't need
I
need
guess, yeah, she has a mnemonic
Yeah.
uh, memorization device set for it. Um, Tracks down a couple ne'er do wells, Boris Corpse, and what's the other guy's name? Um,
Bruno something? What was his
yeah,
name? So, this will come when we talk about the last issue too. Remember these names.
where's
Boris
his name?
Corpse and
Doctor Corpse.
Bruno something. He keeps saying Bruno.
Yeah.
Uh,
So she locates these guys. There's a B story going on with Spider-Man, who apparently has another job working at the Daily Globe. Definitely
yeah,
not the Daily Planet.
no.
Um, where he is uh, respected, admired, praised for his work. J. Jonah Jameson doesn't like that. Um, but Spidey tracks down Black Cat as she's, on the heels of making a theft. And she's basically like, stay out of my way. They do share a kiss in her first appearance, which she uses to kind of throw him off. She escapes, um,
Let's go
makes
back to
it,
the kiss, first of all. This is like the mask
yeah.
half off, famously in the first Spider-Man movie, but he's not upside down. This is, right side up kissing.
Spider Man does a lot of things half off. Remember that.
Okay. Oh, yeah, actually, that could
Remember that
yeah,
for later.
okay.
Um, but yeah, that is very interesting. I'm not sure if there's like a canon appearance of like the upside down kiss. I know it's they throw it in, artists throw it in a lot now because it's like, oh, it's the thing, from
Yeah,
the
yeah.
thing. Um, but there is also kind of like, along with the Beast story, Peter has his falling out with Flash Thompson, Harry Osborn. We're not super interested in that. We want to know about the Black Cat.
Yeah.
Um, so Spider-Man runs back into Black Cat, who basically is trying to break someone out of prison. And the two guys, Bruno and Dr. Corpse, um, are her crew to help her do that. And through kind of like his own investigation, he's able to figure out that she wants to bust out Walter Hardy, known as the Black Fox, famous thief. And up until now, we don't know that there's a connection between Black Cat and Walter Hardy, right? We don't know that she is Felicia Hardy.
Okay.
Um, this is kind of left unknown. But we do see kind of a couple instances in this book where she's like, "Don't cross my path, or else you're going to regret it." And twice here, once, what's the first thing that happens to Spider-Man? He
Well, I think it was when he stopped her in the rooftop. She was buying guns or like with that.
What? The shelves of guns, they're falling down on me. How? She
Yeah, yeah.
says, "A bit of bad luck, I say." And so shelves of guns fall on him. And then at the end of the book, the last panel, before Spider-Man can move a muscle, I was so preoccupied I didn't notice it. My spider senses are buzzing like mad. The prison wall, it's gonna boom. Um, and the wall just explodes, and the last panel we see is Spider-Man among the rubble, and Black Cat saying, "Never let the Black Cat cross your path." But we're led to believe that the guys set explosives in the wall.
Yep. That boom.
Um, did you read 195, the issue after this?
No.
Okay, so I can do a quick summary of
Okay.
it. Basically, what happens is with that outer wall busted out, a Black Cat gets Walter Hardy um, out of there. She takes him back to his home. He's starting to come to. Um, he's like, "How do you know where I live? Who are you?" She reveals herself as Black Cat, as his daughter,
Daughter. Mhm.
basically. And we get kind of like this backstory of how you inspired me growing up. Um, her mom didn't tell her, but she found out. Dad, I love to read everything about you. I studied movies taken of you, and the more I read about your daring exploits, the more I realized I wanted to be like you. So she went into martial arts, she went into gymnastics, and did all these things.
Well, he's basically been in prison her whole life for the most part.
He has,
Yeah.
yes. And her mother comes home and she's like, "Felicia, dear, what have you done?" And she's like, "I brought Dad home because basically he's gonna die." And so she wanted him to be able to die at
Okay.
home with his family. Um, Kind of in between all of this, there are a few other stories going on. Spider-Man follows her to her house. She says, "How dare you?" Um, he finds out that they're related. She says, "You'll have to leave him alone or I'll have to kill you to make sure of it." Um, she
What, he wants
Black
to
Cat,
bring him back to prison kinda thing, right?
yeah, he's like, "How dare you? Like, you're a criminal now because you broke him
Oh,
out
and
of
then she
jail."
did that, yeah, okay.
Yeah, they have a very, very long fight, and she basically um, jumps into, or she falls off a bridge into the water, and he doesn't go in after her. Uh, he
Good luck.
leaves.
Cats can't swim, right? Don't we know that?
I guess not. Some superhero, and then he goes home to his apartment where he's gotten a telegram saying that Aunt May has died in
What?
the
So
nursing
there you
home that
go.
she was in.
Well, I know in the previous issue, there was mention that she was sick and all that stuff, and he was super stressed about that and whatever,
Yeah,
so
well,
Amy
she
died.
died.
Wow.
but you know, it's comics, so who knows how long that will last.
Yeah. No,
Um, s-
I've seen.
any thoughts about kind of like the tone of Black Cat here? I kind of liked her. I don't know if sassiness is the word. Her assertiveness, more like it.
Yeah.
Um, she didn't need permission. She didn't want permission. Uh,
Yeah. She just did what she needed to do, and you know, uh, didn't let anybody stop her, which is good, and it does
it,
change as we go through here. Kind of her thoughts, and
yes.
especially their relationship with
She
Peter.
I it's like she what's the word? She wasn't trying to be a villain, you know, per
No,
se. She wasn't out to do a bad thing.
no.
She had a reason for doing the thing that she wanted, and it wasn't going to harm anybody. The only reason that pardon me, the only reason that someone did get hurt, Spider-Man, is because he got in her way. Like
Mm.
if they had detonated
Right.
those, if they blew up that wall, she would just gotten out of there with her
Nope.
dad.
She was just doing what she needed to do. She wasn't out to hurt anybody. Yeah, I agree. No, I think overall, good introduction, I guess. And if you didn't know who she was at the time of this release, like trying to think back, and if you knew her as like a side character, like how many friends do you have with super white hair, right?
True, true.
Like someone I don't know what she looked like before as just Felicia, but that might have given it away.
Well, it's one of those comics things, you know, like when Clark Kent has his glasses on,
Yeah, yeah.
nobody knows he's Superman.
Who's this guy?
When she puts a wig on, nobody knows that she's Felicia Hardy. Who knows?
Yeah.
Um,
So,
so
oh,
yeah,
okay. Yep. Pretty good.
I
Pretty good.
didn't feel
I
like
wouldn't.
it was a exposition bomb with her background. It was
Yeah.
it was a digestible bit of backstory. Um,
It was nice. It was a nice way to like get a plot point in a story and bring in a new character, and now they have kind of like both of them are have some grief coming up. She with her father, him with his aunt. Like that kind of would, I assume, without reading any more of these, that kind of kicks off the relationship and makes them bond a little bit. And so, does Peter know that this is Felicia in that second issue?
he he knows who she is. There isn't a tell or a let on that's like, oh, my friend. Oh, this woman. Oh, it's just kind of like, because I don't think he was aware who Walter Hardy was.
Right.
He was just a guy who she broke out of or he was the Black
Yeah.
Fox who she broke out of prison,
Mhm.
who had multiple aliases, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Um,
Hmm.
so yeah. Yeah, debut issue. Amazing Spider-Man number 194 and 195 from 1979. The next book we read was Peter Parker, The Spectacular Spider-Man, Volume 1, number 90. So this was supposed to be paired with issue 89, but 89 was not on Marvel Unlimited. For some reason, it goes from like issue 86 to issue 90, and I
Yeah, that
don't
was
know
weird.
why. That might be, I'm sure it had something to do with, gosh, what's the event? Secret Invasion?
Yeah.
Not Secret Invasion, Secret War?
Secret War. Yeah, because
That was
especially
also taking place.
yeah. So maybe it's stuck in there somewhere. Maybe because it was like a crossover. It's not shown in part of this series.
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe we can find it if we look harder. But I thought
yeah,
that
if
was
we
pretty
cared.
cool. I didn't know much about. Well, I've heard of Secret Secret Wars. Was it?
Yeah.
Um, and I guess we'll get to it at the end of the story. But I thought that was cool to see the snip of when this issue occurred.
Yeah, and so this issue is where oh where has my Spider-Man gone?
Yeah,
And it is Black Cat swinging through the city looking for Spider-Man in the aftermath of receiving her own superpowers. Um, and this is an exposition bomb. They literally cram it into one page. Um, how she basically felt like she had become a liability to Spider-Man, teaming up with him. She's not really a hero. She's not really an anti-hero. You know, she's just Black Cat, and she does what Black Cat wants. You know, whatever is going to benefit her.
yep.
And so she gets this offer from the Kingpin to basically get superpowers. And quote, I was sent to a laboratory where scientists examined me, irradiated me, injected me, and finally tested me. And I passed with flying colors. And so we see her like in a machine getting scanned.
Yeah.
Her looking at a computer screen and then an unknown hand injecting her with a syringe in the arm, and she's like, "Oh." And then in the next panel, she's like taking out five guys.
Yeah. That's all it
Um,
takes.
and so basically, she strikes a deal with the Kingpin. If she does these jobs for him, she'll get superpowers, but she has to do more jobs for him to kind of like clear the debt.
Well,
Um,
what it says was this all happened, and he was a mysterious benefactor of who was doing this to her, and then she's like, "Oh no, it's the Kingpin had a crime. What am I gonna do?" Kind of thing.
so
She agreed to it all
interesting
before
that
knowing who it was.
yeah. I, I'm gonna let you irradiate me. One very
Yeah, yeah,
concerning word. Like inject is one thing. Like that's wild. Irradiate me.
yeah,
Like I wonder what that verbiage would be in canon comics today. Um, perform super secret. I don't know. But it's just as simple as that. Expose me to radiation, see what happens.
yeah,
Uh, but interesting that in Rivals now in this season, she comes
yeah,
back to do a deal with Kingpin, kind of dupes him,
yeah.
uh,
Payback.
and comes out like victorious. Yeah. Uh, he hit a stroke of bad luck. But as part of this, she basically gets enhanced strength, speed, you know, all that fun stuff, plus this ability to influence bad luck, basically. That tell me what you think about it. Like, she can't really turn off. It's just kind of
Oh, she doesn't
like,
control it at all.
well, that's I haven't read past this. So
Yeah,
just this issue, it seemed like she was the Apple AirTag just running through the city and everyone's iPhone was basically pinging it. And
yeah.
so she's just like, "Oh, sorry, I knocked into you. Oh, you just tripped and fell." You know,
What's the
whether
one?
or not
Yeah, so she's walking, and a group of thugs
she's
go to
walking in.
I don't know, beat her up or something. Wanted something from her. Oh, her jewelry. And one of them was great. Like they start hitting each other by accident, and then one guy goes to shoot her. She dodges it. It hits off. Is it like a parking meter or something like that? And then no, the bullet doesn't reflect, but it breaks a chunk of steel or something and hits the other guy in the head. It was just like ridiculous.
Another guy swinging a club and it slips out of his hands, flies across the
Yeah.
crowd to his other buddy and wonks him on the head. Not
Wonk,
like
wonk,
bam, it wonks him
wonk.
uh after he clunks another guy.
Yes, this is
And so
great.
it's like it's slapstick. It's not
Yeah.
even and she's just got this kind of like smug look on her face and she's like, "Oh no." You have
Yes,
to move faster than that.
this is Three Stooges all
I
over. But
like
so this would have happened after obviously that first issue that we read in the canon. But
right.
was a couple things of bad luck got Spider-Man kicked in the head and hit with exploding concrete. So
Yeah, so I
I don't.
think before this, it was more tricks and things to make it seem like she possessed that power, right?
Yeah.
But now it's like inherent in her, which is we see in a
That's
few
the
other
radiation.
comic book characters. It's she got irradiated. That's what it
Yeah.
was. Like Longshot in the X-Men, Domino in the X-Men, Scarlet Witch to an extent. Her hex powers a have at times had like a probability
Randomization.
thing
Yeah.
to them. Yeah. Um, so yeah, so this whole time she's looking for Spider-Man. Um, she
And,
goes back.
and
She knows
debating
who
with
he is.
herself whether she tells him about her powers or not. She's like, "Oh, I'll
Oh
tell
my
him. No,
gosh.
I won't tell him. Oh, yeah, I should
So
tell him. Maybe I'll tell him and not tell him who gave me the powers. Oh, but maybe I'll tell him I gave it. I don't want to lie to him." And it's just like going on the
do
whole. It's like he loves me. He loves me not. He loves
he
me.
loves me for me?
And then
Uh,
the slapstick just comes just to interrupt her train of thought.
how do you feel about that guilt she has? Do you feel like that's realistic in terms of like her relationship with Peter Parker in
I
Spider-Man, or do you think that that is just indicative of like a man writing a woman in comics at this point in time?
oh,
Because I feel like,
I don't know. I I think it could be either. Like whenever you get involved with a superhero, as you do, um, you are a liability. Like if once the villain starts to know, okay, who do they hang out with? What are they doing? Oh, yeah, so Mary Jane, let's go kidnap her or whatever, right? That's why they have the secret identity so they can keep their lives separate from their crime fighting. So I definitely see some of that, and she's got real feelings for him too, and feels like she's always getting kidnapped and making things worse. That she wants
I
to do something
mean,
about it. She could break it
yeah,
off with him and you know let him live this life, but obviously she likes him, so she was like, well, maybe I can pump it up a little bit, get irradiated and hold my own, so I'm not just making him save me all the time.
yeah. Well, this has kind of been the thing about Spider-Man and love interest has always been like Mary Jane fell for Peter Parker, who was Spider-Man, and so
And
by default she loved Spider-Man.
yeah,
Black Cat fell for Spider-Man, and then as a result, getting close to him fell for Peter Parker. You
right,
know, so it's kind of like, ugh. And PD hasn't always been the best at balancing those relationships.
right.
He wants to have his cake and eat it too. As much as I love the guy, much as I love Spider Man, not the best relationship guy. Um, and so it's like he gets to kind of pick which hat to put on and which relationship to wear at the time,
Mm,
which that's a whole other conversation. But I don't know. I felt like there's just maybe it's just the radiation doing
yeah,
it to this.
could be.
She's overthinking it.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. There we go. That's what it was.
she goes to his apartment, writes him a note, meets his landlord, who threatens her. Uh,
Just comes out in a
goes,
robe, like,
oh my gosh,
Peter, you haven't
you
paid your
some kind of
rent.
crook or
Like,
something,
he
or
hasn't
just
been
one
here
of
in a
them
few
punk
days.
type girls?
Yeah, why would you be in here? There's actually a few things that I didn't realize was, like, old time slang
Yeah,
that I've heard. Like, there was one, like, calling somebody a biddy or something. Like, there's a few of these things. I'm like, "What?" That is, from from the before time, and
The before time.
I just thought it was pretty funny.
The old biddy did say she hadn't seen him in several days, though.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's that's
biddies.
funny. She goes to visit the police captain. I don't know this police captain. It's a woman. How
Yep,
progressive. Uh,
had a bit
that's
sad.
obviously a joke. Or the captain, I'm sorry. Yeah. Police captain with very interesting stockings. Uh,
Oh, yes. It's
and
kinda like
she's like, "Hey, I Spider-Man's missing. Have you seen him? He's disappeared." Uh, another cop comes in. He's like about to shoot her because he's like, "Oh, you're attacking the captain." And she's like, "Brother, we're talking." Uh, but then he walks into the room and he's like, "I'll just have to move in here. See, youch, how'd I manage to walk into that filing cabinet?" He bumps into the filing cabinet, knocks it over. It flies open. Folders are like in this happens in one panel, y'all. He walks into the room. You see him smash into the filing cabinet. His gun goes flying. Folders everywhere. And she's like, "Oh, my bad luck power's still going strong. I have to go."
"Gotta get out of here."
What?
And that the whole time, like,
Interesting.
the captain is also telling him, like, "No, it's fine, she's okay." I guess I don't know if she made a deal or something to, um, clean her name or whatever with the captain, so she must help the police a little bit on her spare time that they're friends, that's why she went and asked her in the first place.
I this made me think that it might only be men who are affected by her power. Up until
Oh.
now, because I was like, how would this happen? Maybe it's not even like a power. Maybe it's like pheromone based, and her
Oh,
pheromones are affecting men, causing them to like
that would make more
do
sense.
stupid things. You
Yeah,
know, if we needed to make it work, uh, I could see that being like an explanation in a movie or a TV series or
yeah,
something if they needed to explain it away. Uh, because it's only men who are becoming idiots around her. Well, for now.
for now.
She goes to the Daily Bugle, tries to see if they know where that Peter Parker guy is who takes pictures of Spider-Man. Robbie Robertson's like, "Hey, no. Uh, but if you see him, tell him we're looking for him." Uh, and then she goes to Avengers Mansion because apparently she can just, enter there.
Yeah,
Her bad luck does affect a robot. Um, but then she is stopped by Scarlet Witch and Vision, who are a couple right now.
right,
And Scarlet Witch's powers basically trump Black Cat's.
right,
Uh,
yeah.
I was surprised how quickly Vision is like, "Oh no, we haven't seen him, but we are trying to grow our ranks. Do you want to join the Avengers?"
Was this
Like,
I don't remember if this was the episode I'm sorry, the comic I read, and, like, Vision just pops in and said, "You called?" or something like that? Maybe there was something else I read recently. And I'm just like, "What is this book?"
you may release her now, Wanda. Gladly, dearest. I was like,
Yeah,
huh?
maybe it was
Uh,
that I was talking about, but, yeah, this was interesting for sure.
But I get Vision does kind of like make the argument for because Black Cat's like, dude, I'm a baddie. Why do you think I want to join the Avengers? And he's like, Hawkeye was a villain, Hulk was a villain, Wonder Man was a villain, Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver were villains. I was made from Ultron, who's a big baddie. Like, we're all just it makes you start to doubt the Avengers. You're like, oh wow, these are
Yeah. No, it's have faith that bad people can do good things,
yeah, I guess.
right?
Um
The reform system or whatever it is. It works.
she, she turns down the opportunity to join the Avengers, much to our dismay. Imagine if she'd just been like, okay, cool. Finally go checks Peter's
Leaves at the front
house or
door
Aunt May's house. Yeah.
after breaking in, just says, "Okay, thanks." Leaves at the front door.
Yeah.
"Yes,
I like
good
crazy.
evening, madam."
And she goes to check on Aunt May, who's having like a party with people. Well, she sneaks in the house and everyone's just like, uh, can we help you? She's like, sorry, I must have the wrong house. See, I was invited to a costume party and I wanted to make a dramatic entrance. So I'll just let myself out the way I came in.
Just ridiculous. So well, that issue that we just talked about, Aunt May died. So didn't happen? Or this is
I
just another series, whatever.
so
New Blackback Cat.
it is a new series. There's always kind of like ways to do it. Like I didn't explore beyond that telegraph. It could have been a fake telegraph, for all we know.
Yeah. Mhm.
Something as easy as that. Or
He's got 2 ants. He could have
Kingpin. I will say Peter Parker's familial relationships are incredibly convoluted, especially when it comes to Aunt May.
Yeah.
So, and she's still old and frail here,
Yep.
but she's got a party going on.
Yeah, they were
So,
like, I forget what they were getting together for, but it was some like, um, I don't know. They're getting ready. They're getting all
Mahjong night. My,
yeah.
I just love Mahjong night here at the house. I wonder if Mr. Simpson will notice this new shade of lipstick I'm using.
Got
An
his dress up for
intruder.
mahjong.
A bunch of white people playing Mahjong. Uh, there you go. And in the last frame, she's surprised by Black Suit Spider-Man.
Yes. This
Uh,
is what excited me.
yeah.
I'm like, wow, this is the thing I've heard so much about, and I'm like, I gotta go read these issues now.
I believe this is the first appearance back in his main
On Earth?
title in this suit.
Oh, because this is a Spider-Man title, right? Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. Because up until now
Secret Wars, whatever.
he was in Secret Wars fighting uh on the planet with all the or the Beyonders planet or whatever it was, with all the other heroes. And so I don't actually know I should this is his I believe this is him getting back into his own continuity from that event.
Yeah. No, Marvel Superheroes Secret Wars limited series on sale now. That's what they say.
But she chickens out at the end of the book. And after building it up for an entire book, she's like, "Oh, I just missed you. I just wanted to see you." Girl, what?
Why are you peeking in on my aunt's house from the street? Or I don't know if she's still just right outside the house
Yeah.
when he's home.
So that was
Just peeping
Peter
on.
Parker, The Spectacular Spider-Man number 90. There is an issue that we didn't get to, number 115. So basically her powers are getting a little bit more out of control.
Oh no.
And
Chaos
so
Magic.
Peter Parker goes to Doctor Strange for help, and Doctor Strange is able to basically remove them. So at different times she's had these luck altering powers, and yeah.
Huh.
So that was that.
Thanks, Doc.
Next, we read Amazing Spider-Man Presents Black Cat. So, notable about this technically isn't her first solo series. This is from 2010 because this is still Amazing Spider-Man Presents. This is needing the Spider-Man name to
Sell a comic.
present a Black Cat book, right? She can't stand on her own. The character is not being allowed to stand on her own 2 feet.
Well, I mean,
Um,
as we go through time here, she's losing some of her suit. So they're trying to use that to sell a comic as well.
oh yeah. Oh yeah. Um, which I think is really interesting. They took a very different direction. You can I know the argument has been made that she's very much kind of like an analog to Catwoman,
Right.
and like her relationship with Spider-Man is like Catwoman and Batman.
Yeah.
But where is Catwoman goes more skin tight, just and maybe more
All black, right?
accentuated. Uh,
Yeah.
Black Cat just kind of goes more provocative.
Yeah.
So, like in this book specifically, a lot of cleavage, a lot of uh, I guess it's not side boob. I don't know. You got a lot of boobs in this book.
Yeah.
Uh, oh yeah, but so this is probably like 25 at least years after the other two comics we read. What were your thoughts and impressions about the first issue of this Amazing Spider-Man Presents Black Cat?
Um, Definitely it was similar vibes, I guess, right? Obviously, still hanging out with Spider-Man and liking him and getting into trouble, some thieving going on. Um, yeah, it got into some history, which was interesting, but it was less text, which made it quicker to flip through. And added some
Yeah.
new characters and kind of gave her own, like, you saw it from her point of view. Well, I guess the last one you did as well, but got to see a little bit more story progression rather than her just getting into trouble focusing on Spider-Man.
And not dependent on like a crew to do something. She's very capable herself
Right.
of sneaking in, taking out bad guys, like truly being a thief, not just kind of like a bad guy who commands henchmen, right?
Yeah. Yep.
She's getting her hands dirty this one. And her and Spider-Man make a stop at a hotel
Yep.
and share a tryst together. And
Half Spider-Man.
notably, Spider-Man keeps the suit on, I guess.
Half of
At
it.
least the top half.
Yep.
And apparently it's a shirt and pants. Who knew?
I thought
I
it was
thought it
like
was all one piece.
yeah,
It's a
like a
shirt and
zip-up.
pants.
No, sure.
Uh he has the mask and the shirt on, and then you see him in boxers, and she's pulling her clothes back on. So apparently
Yeah,
this is
sure.
Spider-Man. This isn't Peter
It
Parker doing this, apparently.
well, it would be you're right. Well, there is a note here about how they keep it very, like, masks on or something like that. Like, they're very much the heroes in a relationship and not the civilians.
Yeah. Which is only at like you're only I you're only asking things to get complicated and unhealthy.
Right.
It's like, no, I don't love your identity. I don't love your secret identity. I love you. I'm only interested in you. Like I only want to talk to you when you're in the costume. Nothing can go wrong, right? Uh so at the beginning of this book, Black Cat breaks in, steals a bunch of jewelry, a bunch of rings, which which were commissioned by Elizabeth I for Sir Robert Dudley, when she was forbidden to marry him from 1680. Stolen from his brother's heirs in 1820. They've been moving around the black market ever since, and so she's trying to fence these. And apparently, there is a string of she finds out about a string of like Russian artifacts that are going missing. And we see this cutscene where this guy is presented to um, a woman sitting in this trophy room with a bunch of animal heads.
Yeah.
And basically, her attendant is, gosh, what's her name? And a
Man,
it's not her
I don't know
attendant,
who
it's
this
her
is.
youngest child. It's
Kravenov?
the
Who?
Kravinoff.
Kravenov.
So, uh, Craven the Hunter's family.
Oh, okay. And it
Yeah, so
says
that's
several years ago, but
correct.
Obviously, it's like olden times when people had animal heads in their throne rooms.
Well, uh, well, it's I could see how. Yeah, it's not really a throne room because I guess they hate uh the monarchy and
Okay.
basically are kind of uh it complicated geopolitical tensions in this backstory. Um, Basically, all these Russian goods being stolen by the British, um, and that alone is enough to like stoke some tensions. We flash back to today, and through a series working with her, she has a different team this time, two women, kind of like the hacker. You think
Right.
back to like early 2000s, it's like you got the hacker, the girl in the chair, and then you've got the costume designer who's making sure she always looks good. And through
I would
like
think,
the
like,
string of go
probably
ahead,
gives her weapons and stuff. Like, you have someone that gives you the gadgets.
like her cue.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, but a couple different strings of or fences are pinned on her, and she's like, I didn't do this.
yeah.
And the news is like, the notorious black cat strikes again. And she's like, guys, I swear I didn't. Because one, they did this wrong, they did that wrong. It's looking bad on me professionally.
Sloppy.
And other people are coming to her and being like, yo, are you losing your touch?
Yep.
And so she finally kind of like cuts whoever this is off at the pass. They're going to steal a Fabergé egg. She gets in there, takes it from him. Uh, she's like, "Give me a reason not to hurt you, just one little bit." He's like, don't crush it. It's priceless." And she's like, "Wrong answer." Crushes the Fabergé egg underneath her foot, seemingly in a bag.
Opa.
The person goes, "You've ruined everything," and goes to escape. Um, she goes to chase them, but is stopped by Spider-Man, who's like, "Yo, what's going on? Why are you stealing all these things?" She's like, "Oh, you're a man. You don't get it. You're messing everything up." Now yeah, I was going after this person, notably saying, uh,
I didn't do
"Stay
anything.
the hell away from me. This thing we had, it's over."
No way.
Yeah.
She just used
And yeah, you just wanted me for my body.
his
Or
webbing.
she just wanted him for his body. Um, we cut to her delivering the real Fabergé egg, which she, I guess, absconded with. Um,
I don't think she delivered it, or she, like, went to go pick it up, I think, right? So she
did she hide it
goes
in that
in,
bag?
and then yeah, and then goes to leave, and it might be, like, her bad luck powers or something because the person ahead of them sets off the alarm, and then they just let her through. So somehow she stole it, because then she brings it home and was like, "Hey, I got this
Yeah,
egg."
and she
Or she
goes to present it to the same appraiser who she gave the rings to at the
yeah,
beginning of the issue. They're dead.
bastards.
Um, and inside the Fabergé egg, she pops it open. Is
Bomb or
is this a
I can't tell. But someone like a phone rings or something, and it's like
bird?
"Burp, burp." Um, someone saying, "Hey, I killed this person. They would have told you something I didn't want you to know, and I know you have the egg. You should open it." And then she opens it, and it looks like some sort of bomb, or it wouldn't
Like
be like
remote
walkie
device or
talkie.
something?
Yeah. And then, when was the last time you looked in on your mother? To be continued.
Bum bum bum. No, I think
That
this is only 4 issues. So this would be a quick thing to finish, which I think I might. This was fast moving enough. I liked the I liked how complicated and real they made Felicia seem in this.
yeah.
like the back and forth with Spider-Man, all the different connections, having to balance that relationship with her professional contacts, but also her adversaries. The stuff with the Cravenoffs was interesting too. I want to know how that plays in.
Yeah.
Uh,
And who is
but
this
yeah,
person setting her up?
is this like, is this Anastasia Cravenoff, or is
Uh,
this like the guy from that flashback?
yeah. Like they could be stealing the back, right? Like these were
Yeah,
all
they
the
could
things
be
that were
trying to like
stolen.
repatriate or
Yeah, like these were ours. So we should get these back. And then let's blame it on the cat so no one knows that it was us taking back our things.
but isn't there like a legal way to do that? Because don't they do that a lot with like art that was taken in World War II?
Right. Yeah, you can't be selling stuff that wasn't yours or it goes to the
I think there's like official like programs that people go through that's like if you can prove that it was yours,
yeah.
um, they return the artwork because which is oh gosh,
Yeah,
that's
because
a
they did have a whole bunch of stuff in uh like the Holocaust memorial museums and stuff, but then people were able to get those back because they like, yeah, I had to flee where I was, and this was stuff I had.
yeah,
That when did that come? That came up in Magneto when we were reading some of those stories.
yeah,
Anyway, I think there
yeah.
is, yeah, there's something there. You're right.
I think that would be a really interesting pitch for like an original comic where you're like returning a bunch of these goods and you find like either amongst them and the things you're returning, like you're the delivery man or whatever, and like you find like alien technology or you find like something super powered and you're
Mm.
like, whoa, who am I returning these to? Like, and it's wrapped within the like the historical mystery of it all too. Um, Marvel,
Well,
hire us.
yeah, we can write next season, Guang Guang.
Bring it on, Guang Guang. Um, All right, last one. And thank you for the good conversation. This is a lot longer than I'd planned, and usually a lot longer than this segment usually is. But it's nice to have someone to kick these ideas around
Hey,
with.
I told you I was ready,
Um,
Coach. Anytime.
and okay, last one we read was Black Cat #1 from 2019.
Yes.
This is her first official solo book. No Spider-Man needed. Felicia
Nope.
only.
Nope. She sold herself over the, you know, what, 70s to 20s, so 50 years. Only took 50 years, but
Only, I mean,
that's it.
one day they'll get the right to vote, you know?
Yeah.
Um,
No, this the future is now. So this is not to
and
be confused with Black Cat #1 2020 or whatever it is. So
correct. So they
this
ended
only lasted
this
12
book,
issues.
yes, and then they immediately started a new book, which lasted 10, I believe, and then another book started last year.
#1 sell better, right? That's why they do that.
Oh, yes.
Because no one's gonna start
And
in the middle.
I think in the
Like,
case of Black Cat, they know that Black Cat is not going to be, she's not in danger of getting into the 800s like Amazing Spider Man, you
yeah,
know? So I think those contracts are usually let's do a 6-parter. If it's good, we'll do 12 and
yeah.
call it that, you know?
Get a new team.
Um yeah. Or if they yeah, if those contracts are up or they would like a new team. Um I will say progressively from 2019 to today, they've been getting I've really loved what they've been doing with the character. So
Okay.
she's had a lot of books. She's had 3 volumes of Black Cat. She's had Black Cat and Mary Jane, Black
Yeah.
Cat and Jackpot. So another 2 limited series, Iron Cat, limited series with Iron Man. Uh,
Does she get an Iron Man suit? Is that what happens?
yeah,
That's awesome.
it happens in the next volume of Black Cat, and so this is kind of like a spin-off of it.
Okay.
It's in a couple of issues. She doesn't adopt it full time. Uh, you'll have to read it to find out why.
Yeah,
But
that's
yeah, so she's kind of like the dependable guest star, if that
yeah.
makes sense. Um, but I'm glad they took a chance on her, and it is starting to pay off. But yeah, this kicks off with like the Black Cat that I know and love. She's dressed up. She's going to a fancy event. She's being monitored by security, who immediately say, "Yo, that's Black Cat. Something's going down."
Yeah.
Private security that is running this party. One guy is like full tilted. He's like, "We got to get her out of here. Something's gonna happen. She's gonna steal." And he's like, "Yo, bro,
Try some of this
it's a
cake.
party. We're not getting paid enough to care that much."
Yeah.
Um, she runs into Odessa Drake, who is the head of the New York Thieves Guild, and notably in comics is her first female relationship. So canonically, at this point now,
Oh.
uh, I don't think at this point, but soon in comics, she becomes canonically bisexual. Uh, which I mean, hey, she could pull anybody she wants. Let's be
Yep,
real.
for sure.
Uh, basically gets escorted out of the party because they're like, you know what, this isn't. We're not taking a chance on you.
Yeah, yeah. He
You've got
leaves the control room and goes to escort her out. But it seems like she did something wrong with the Thieves Guild. So she's in trouble with the master there. She's
yes, and
not in the good
this
books yet.
this volume and then the 2020 volume, I think you'd really like those. It deals a lot with a lot of what we're seeing in Marvel Rivals right now. Um,
Thieves Guild
the
stuff.
basically god of the Thieves Guild, who has this contract with the members of the Thieves Guild who have to steal to fill this god's coffers, basically.
Right.
Um,
And this is the
and
guy
in
that gives
Rival,
her the power, like the portal power and stuff, right? Like that weird ability. Like
yes, in the game, yes. She is taking like items that are stored in uh the vault and using them to perform those special abilities that she can do. Yes. Um so meantime, sorry I'm sniffling, getting over a sinus infection. Uh back at the party they realize when she's out, this huge painting has been stolen. The guy who was, his paintings were in a wad earlier about her. He's like, no, no, we got to go after her. Tackles like the delivery guy, steals his moped, and meantime in the car that she's being taken away in, we got Bruno and Boris from her
so
first appearance.
flipping through this as we're talking about it now, part of the story, the security guy, he is worked up because Black Cat is there, but he's also worked up because half of the waiting staff got E. coli poisoning or something like that, and they weren't vetted,
Yes.
and they kind of showed up after. And you see Boris and Bruno as the waiting staff. So they helped her get in or something. And there was also another comment in there somewhere where they say, how is she going to steal anything in like a little black dress kind of thing? But Boris and Bruno, they come in with, they're dressed up as the waiters. They've got some sort of bag that they stick the painting in, and then they all leave together. And she's got whatever
And
painting that was stolen.
these versions of them look drastically different from their first appearance in 1979.
50
Boris
years
is like,
changes people, right?
well, Boris became like a shorter, dark-skinned man. Uh uh and Boris apparently got on trend and became like
Bruno.
a brick house of a guy.
Yeah.
Um but yeah, each having like a distinct personality to them. Uh, Basically, as they're making their escape, they get attacked by the Thieves Guild, who no doubt, Odessa Drake said, "Yo, Black Cat stole something. Go get her. She
Yeah,
owes it to us.
he
She's
owes us
indebted to
from
us."
messing up that last job or whatever. These kinda
And
looked
so it's
like, was it the Hand Ninjas to me? Is
yeah,
that the same thing? It's different though, right?
they are different, but it's Thieves Guild assassins. It's kind of like I I think it'd be fun to have like another comic that's like the laundry place that washes all the outfits for these people. It's like, who are you? Are you a Thieves Guild assassin? You a hand assassin? You just a regular assassin? You unaffiliated? Sorry, we couldn't get that stain out. Or oh, I accidentally swapped yours with somebody else. Sorry,
That'd be great.
little slice of life things like that.
Yeah, yeah, that would be a nice, like, half-hour special, Person running the
But
laundry.
so Black Cat changes into her costume in the backseat of this tiny car,
And
uh,
and
and
calls one
starts
of the
taking
guys
on
looking back a perv or something.
how
Uh,
many? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Takes on seven guys.
while
One of
standing on
them,
top of the car while it's going full speed.
while
Awesome.
Dr. Corpse has a shotgun that he's firing at them. Uh,
Oh, yeah. Well, I think it's a net gun,
oh, it's a
so
net gun. Then
it's
he
not
has shot.
brutal.
Then he pulls out
And then he
shotgun
pulls
shell.
out, like, a gun or something like that, yeah.
Right?
It looks like some sort of net.
She's about to get stabbed in the back, forced down on the top of the car when the last assassin gets tased by the security guy. Right, the
And
security guy. Are you
stole the
totally
moped.
obsessed with me now?
And she's just laying on the top of the car chatting with
What?
them, like,
No, it would never
yeah.
work. I'm no good for you, baby. You see, I'm bad luck. Love it. We love it. We love it.
And and he hits a rock, and they make a sharp turn, and guess what? The security guard flies, and he's in the water now.
Yep.
We've come full circle.
They make it back to their hideout, make a toast. Dr. Corpse drinking out of a beaker because
As you do.
science. I love a good hideout. I love a good like warehouse. And it seems like they're a legitimate crew right now.
Yeah.
Um, they've got a nice setup. They got a full rack of weights. Um,
They got a nice new, picture to put up
yeah.
that they got from the
And
museum.
we get an unexpected guest arrive, which kind of like sets everyone off. We get guns pulled out. Dr. Crisper has a grenade in his hand that he's about to pull the pin
Yeah.
on.
Yeah. I'm ready.
Brother, brother, what
Don't
are
mess
we
with
what are
me,
we
man.
doing? Like it's like
We ran out of guns, but I found this grenade.
tamp it down like yo, bro.
I'll pull it. I'll
He's like
pull it.
the have you seen Harley Quinn, the animated series on HBO
I've
Max?
heard good things, but no.
It's very adult.
Yeah. That's one of the things I've heard.
But it's like he seems like a caricature of a character that would be in Harley Quinn.
Okay.
Just automatically jumping to 12.
Yeah.
Where like the situation warrants like a 6, maybe a 7.
Like, the
Uh
one guy, she pulls out her claws, gun,
yeah, he's
grenade.
got a gun. He's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. We can handle this.
Yeah.
And in walks the Black Fox, known by many different names. Notably, none of them saying Walter Hardy.
Yeah, so
But
that's when you explained that, when we were talking about that first issue, I'm like, "Oh, okay, that's who this guy is." So,
yeah,
that was interesting. That was,
a
this is a
lot of callbacks.
yeah, better reveal now that I know who the Black Fox is. I just thought he would be, like, some random guy that,
I I want to finish this, but I think they should have had another panel that said Walter Hardy
yeah, because they gave all
because
of
I
his
think
other
that
identities.
would have driven it home.
Yeah.
Um, So yeah, and then this book had a couple addendums to it.
Yeah.
And I didn't read these, but you did, right?
This is the one I was mentioning to you before, and
Like two
this
extra
is
stories.
the ongoing adventures of Black Cat. Her perfect pearl purliners. So this is comes right after, and I was telling you that it gives me like Jeff. It's Jeff comic vibes. Like I feel
Yeah.
like my 7-year-old daughter would love this if it was like its own series. So I don't know. Is this isn't a preview or anything, right? This is just for fun couple panels. There's no
Yeah, I
like this is the exact opposite of those first books where there's no real text except for meow and then pictures of diamonds, some more meows. There's a sleeping cat and okay, so they do go into unless this is like another story and they go into more Black Fox stuff.
I what I think is that they tried to beef this issue up as a number one to say not only is it a number one, not only is it Black Cat solo debut, not we have three different stories in here.
Yeah,
So to try and get as many people as they could to buy it.
right. I mean, I'd buy this one for sure. This is pretty
And
cool.
the Black Fox story is like a
This is
80s
what
vibe
crazy.
action flick, like
Yeah.
Miami Vice, like
So Black Fox is playing poker with Dracula. Okay, so nothing
casual.
crazy, just very casual. Yeah.
You do.
Um, they're doing that. He's like, you've got some of his inner dialogue saying he's cheating, obviously, and it looks like it's going his turn. And then Dracula pulls a card. He's like, I'm gonna win all my money back. And then all of a sudden, Miami Vice, as you said, guy jumps in with a Hawaiian shirt, but also the Bloodstone. And so, how we talked about Elsa recently, I assume this is her brother or her dad, um, and comes in and wants to fight Dracula. And then he takes out his couple of his vampire bodyguard kind of things and is fighting Dracula. And then the Black Fox just takes all the winnings and jumps out the window while they keep fighting Dracula. He lands in the car. Um, the other guys fall out the window too as they're fighting, and then Dracula sees his money's gone, so he's like, "Oh, that guy took it," and he turns into bats to go chase them. But then we've got Bloodstone and oh no, so Bloodstone's not there anymore. But then he's got a couple of these henchmen kind of thing. They're different from Boris and the friend we talked about last time, but it's
Right.
Costello and Walter, and they kind of show up to pick him up as he's running away. And then they talk about, hey, you know what? We're gonna go to New York. Thanks for training us the last few years, but we're ready for new things. I think we're ready to go off on our own. And then you see them headed to New York, and a bunch of bats following them.
And notably, it's not like, oh, a stylish, incognito Dracula. It's
No,
like Bram
it's straight up.
Stoker's Dracula, like red collar, uh, pale face, Victorian garb,
Yeah, he's
casually playing together.
He's got a wine glass, and something tells me that's not wine in that wine glass.
Yeah, I don't think it's a good
Darkest
Merlot
red wine.
Chianti. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, this would have to be Daddy Bloodstone Ulysses
Yeah.
because her brother doesn't actually he only possesses like a shard of a bloodstone and
Yeah.
he is the Glartrox.
Right. So
So this would be Daddy Bloodstone. I didn't make that connection until
yeah,
now. Uh
it's crazy. And the more I learn about this, like some of these references, I'm like, hey, I know who that is. I know the story behind this. He's a monster hunter. Dracula's a monster.
the monster, yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. And
Uh
very
funny
cool.
enough,
Very entertaining. This is a nice little bonus story. I
Yeah.
wasn't sure where this was going, and then they have, as you do in the comic books, please write us uh, some stories to include in the next issue because this is number one. They don't have any yet, and it's actually they're writing it as Dr. Boris Corpse is
Yes.
working and writing this comic. Please send it in so we can
I l-
the
I
cat chat.
love when they have fun with it like this, and it's not just
Yeah,
letters to the editor or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Um, did you know that the right combination of chemicals mixed in with ink, such as comic book ink, could drive someone naive enough to handle such powerful text without gloves to complete insanity? Um, what,
Ridiculous.
brother? So I'm definitely going to finish this one.
That's cool.
Notably, a lot of the Black Cat volumes have been released as trade paperbacks, but there is a Black Cat omnibus. Those big thickums
Yeah,
that
yeah.
usually run about $90 to $120, and it has a lot of the Black Cat stuff in it. The more
So
modern stuff.
more than just 12 issues of this volume.
It has this volume, like the next volume,
Oh,
Iron Cat, the all the ones that I
oh,
droned on
sweet.
about earlier. It's like all of those collected in like
Nice.
one big thick book. So if you are a physical collector,
That
maybe you
sounds
want to
great.
track it down. I definitely think I want to grab the smaller trade paperbacks of these runs because I really like the artwork in them, especially of the 2020 run, which we didn't get into. Um, when she's
Is that more Kingpin stuff?
Um, some Kingpin stuff, some Infinity Stone stuff. Uh, yeah. So yeah,
Nice.
but
Great book.
yeah,
I
really
am
fun.
I'm more of a fan of modern comics. This is what I've
Yes,
set in stone here. And these, yeah, I'm happy that I went through these side stories too. I think that's pretty cool. Nice way to do a number one with more than just one kind of issue in there. So, uh, great picks.
and I almost like limited series more. I've really
Yeah,
cut back on buying physical comics because, like, I'm still subscribed to Spider Man, but it's like, you know how many single issues of Spider Man I have?
right.
Too many.
Too many.
When it's like, I would much rather just get a trade paperback.
Yeah,
That's what I
that's how I collect. Sometimes I'll
like
get
with
like the singles, but most of my stuff's the trade paperback.
yeah. So yeah, that was the first breakdown of Black Cat's greatest hits. We've got more coming, but Neil, thank you so much for joining me. Uh,
Yeah, this was awesome. I would
yeah,
love to do it
good back
again.
and forth.
I'll be just sitting by the phone. No big deal.
Okay,
Let me know.
definitely. Uh, I your kids might be crying. I know that you were doing this standing in that spot in the hallway. So if you need to go like to the
Resting
bathroom,
position. I'll get
yeah,
ready with the next I'll get the next little comics loaded up here.
sweet. And I'll tell you what those comics are coming up in our next segment, the homework. All right, Neil, I hope you're listening. For the homework, this is the set of issues that we're going to be talking about in our next Rivals Redux episode. So, this is going to be the wrap up for both White Fox and Black Cat. So, get your pens ready or get your screenshot ready. Go to the show notes, take a picture of it. We would love for you to read along with us. We will be covering Black Cat number 1 from the 2020 to 2021 run, Iron Cat, the limited series from 2022, The Deadly Hands of Kunlun from 2026, which is currently, at time of recording, only 2 issues are out, and also War of the Realms, New Agents of Atlas from 2019, the tie-in to the War of the Realms book, starring White Fox and the other New Agents of Atlas. Remember, you can read those books on Marvel Unlimited, get a free trial by going to the website, 7 days, read more than 30,000 comics. No, we are not endorsed. It's just a great service. They are there a few months late, though, so don't think that you'll be able to hop on and read the new books that came out this week on that service. You can also use your library card to check at your local library or online using apps like Libby, Overdrive, and Hoopla to check out comics online there. Well, that is all we have for today for this extra large edition of Rivals Redux. Thank you so much, listeners, for helping this show happen. We love hearing from you. We love your input, and honestly, that continues to fuel us to keep making Rivals Assemble and Rivals Redux. It is a labor of love, but we are, at the end of the day, four friends who love comics, who love superheroes, and who love creating community around them. So, we'll catch you on the main show next. Hope you are enjoying Black Cat both in comics and in game. So until next time, GG's and peace.